Mexico City has a technology factory. They are building their own technology in-house. They are resisting the outsourcing. They are resisting buying products off of the shelf. Mayor, why is that important to you? It's incredibly unorthodox. Why is that a central part of the reform that you're driving?
Okay, I would say the driving is one. It's that we know that we have local talent of young people to create it. The second thing is that we use open software. And that's very, very important because you not involve the city in a long-term contract to private enterprises for services. So we develop it. And the other thing is that we save a lot of money, almost about probably 150,000 really? $150 million doing this.
Great. So let's now talk a little bit about some of the impact that you're having. I understand. Let me give you a few of your statistics, and you can tell me if I'm off here. She started with 90 free Wi-Fi spots in 2019. By the end of this year, there will be 34,000 free Wi-Fi spots, the largest free Wi-Fi network in any city in the world. Your Llave, the single sign-on digital key, has over 65% of Mexico City adults now participating, incredible penetration. You've replaced 40 different apps with a single app to make digital complaints to get COVID results. Mayor, with results like these, where do you go next?
Okay, first we have to consolidate everything that we have developed. We are now, as you said, the most connected city in the world. We are going to end this year with 33,000 free Wi-Fi points. We are connecting every public school. We are connecting 3,500 units, housing development. We have around 15,000 points around the city, and we are now to the poorest part of the city to also give connectivity as a right. Through that, we think that access to internet, it's also a right for the citizens. It is not, if you have citizens that only the one that can pay have access to internet, then what you're going to do is increase separation, increase inequalities in the city. So for us, it's very, very important that people can access to free internet. And also it's free. I mean, they want to do what they want. We think that people are responsible for their lives. The state has not the right to go through the citizens. We just want to give them the right to do that. The second thing is that we're working on Llave, as you said. It's the key to the governmental services. So we are going to consolidate Llave. So if you have 18 years old and you are going to have your first, connect to the government, what we want is along your life, if you live in Mexico City, you don't have to give any other paper that the government already have. Maybe if you change your address or something like that, but you have your small key or your small file, your small file, save file for every citizens in Mexico City. That's going to be, a huge advantage for the citizens and for the government. So you're going to have a digital connection, and probably you're going to end the lines. The other thing that we have digital driver licenses, digital, permit for your car, and many other digital services that put the Mexico City in another part, comparing to other cities, not only in Mexico, but in the world.
Who agrees with me that a study trip to Mexico City might be in order? Thank you, Mayor. It's really brilliant. I'm going to leave you with one final question. We have a room full of people all committed to making their cities more innovative places and putting values at the center of that work. If you have a single piece of advice for cities that may not be as far along as you, what would that be?
Okay, the first thing is that believe in young people, always. They have a key for the future. There's always this thing that you have to contract, private enterprises for many, many things. And that's good for some services. But believe in your young people. That's, the first thing that I could say. The second thing is that don't be afraid to do this. Once you go and believe in the people that it's doing all these things, you're going to find a way to connect to your citizens. And this is, the best way that you can do. And the other thing is be connected to your citizens, because sometimes you think that you solve many, many problems, but you have to be in contact if you really solve them, or you're thinking only from your office.
Wonderful. Gracias, Mayor Scheinbaum. Thank you for joining us.